Hi everyone, my name is Paulina Hefley and I'm a student from the University of East London. Today with me I got Deon Nathan,
Sir?
unsigned UK artist, and we are in a secret location in the studio of James Blackstar John.
That's right.
Okay. Before we start discussing your job, can you tell me where were you educated and did you enjoy your time there?
I was educated at High Down School. It's based in Reading, where I'm from, in Emma Green, Cavershire. Yeah, do you know what I mean? When your parents are young, when you're younger, your parents say your school days are the best days of your life, and you don't really, do you know what I mean, appreciate it. But they really are now. Do you know what I mean? It's hard out here being an unsigned artist and trying to do this. So yeah, man, I really enjoyed it. And looking back on how it was, I really wish I could go back.
Cool. Can I have a brief summary of your employment since leaving education?
Well, I left, can't remember when I left school, it was a long time ago, and I went to work at House of Fraser. So I've done, I think about 2-3 years at House of Fraser, just doing the fashion thing. I was into the clothes and whatnot, so I thought it'd be a good start off to just do that, because that's what I wanted to do originally, was do something within fashion. So, but then, do you know what I mean, the music started taking off with the group I was in, Diego. So, I mean, I started taking that a bit more seriously, and I just had little jobs in between that, because I was kind of on the road all the time, doing shows, touring and whatnot, so it was kind of little jobs which ain't really worth mentioning, to be honest.
Can you explain to me what you do now and what does you support yourself if you're only a part-time singer?
Right now, what I do, I'm a water chemist. So I was trained in, go back 2 years ago. It's really boring, like the job in itself, but it's kind of specialist, so I can kind of command the time I do and the amount of money I make. So that helps me with my music, because it's very versatile. And, do you know what I mean, timings, and I need to have a lot of time. If I've got a studio, if I've got a show, if I've got an interview, like today, do you know what I mean? If I had a normal 9 to 5, I couldn't really do it. So that's really helpful. The people who I work for, they understand my situation with my music, so they're really helpful on that point as well. Apart from that, I make money from music, from shows, from when I get plays on radio, I get PRS. So, do you know what I mean? It all helps.
What inspired you to be artist?
Every question, every interviewer asks that question. What inspired me to be an artist? I think it's just a love for music. There's so many artists out there who are inspirational to me. I couldn't actually name one. That obviously everyone says Michael Jackson, but he's a great musician. But there's so many more. Do you know what I mean? That different genres of music that I listen to. I think I've got a son as well, so he really inspired me, because I had to try and make a better life for him. Well, I'm making a better life for him, so he didn't have to really go through the stuff that I went through when I grew up. Not like I had a hard life or anything, but do you know what I mean? It just make it a bit easier for him.
What would you say is the best aspect about being an artist?
The best aspect of being an artist. Wow, do you know what I mean? It's just making music, touring, having fun. Best got me on that one. Yeah, it's everything. Do you know what I mean? Being an artist is touring, it's making music, it's doing something you love. Getting in the studio, and once you got a song and it's finished and you hear it and you're like, wow, I created that. And it's actually, do you know what I mean, it's a creativity thing that really makes it all worthwhile. So yeah, I think obviously the girl and the touring.
What specifically satisfies you as a singer?
What specifically satisfies me as a singer, I think is what I just said, is actually hearing a finished piece of work. So, and actually getting a response from the general public that your work is good, so it's being accepted. I've got a song at the moment, a Soulful House song with James Blackstar John, which is, do you know what I mean, it's getting a great response from everywhere globally.
know about the world of artists. Would you recommend this job to others?
If they want it, do you know what I mean? I stick by three rules. DDP sounds a bit rude, but it's do you know what I mean? It's determination, it's desire, and passion. If you have them three things, and I think in whatever you want to do, as I said, if you want to be an artist, a musician, a footballer, a doctor, whatever, if you have them three desires, passion and determination, I think you can do it. It's having belief in your product, or do you know what I mean? Having belief in what you actually do. And I would recommend it to others because there's not a better feeling than having your work appreciated.
Okay. If I wanted to be a singer when I finish my education, what practical advice would you give me?
I would say be true into yourself in what you do. Don't listen to music that's out there at the time and try and replicate it, because do you know what I mean? You're just going to fall into the same. You're going to fall into the same band that everyone's thinking, oh, okay, that song's hot. Let's try and, do you know what I mean? Make this the same. Do you know what I mean? Don't do that. Do you know what I mean? Do something that you love enjoying. So when you record it and actually put it down, it's heartfelt rather than just, oh, I've got to write this because it sounds like so and so. So actually, do you know what I mean? Be true to yourself. Enjoy what you're doing. If you ever stop enjoying what you're doing, then go and get a job or do something else, because there's no point. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's it. Do you know what I mean? Have self-belief, enjoy what you're doing, and be true to yourself.
If you were 13 again and you just start in secondary school again,
Yeah.
what would you change the second time around?
Oh wow. What would I change? I think I'd listen to my teachers more. I would stop flirting with the girls. I think they're a big distraction for me in secondary school. 13. I think I'll just generally try a bit harder in my studies. I didn't get bad grades, but I could have done better. Definitely.
And finally, now you're a wife and have years of experience.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to any student leaving school or university today about life and the ways of the working world?
Well, really, do you know what? First and foremost, at uni, at school, enjoy it. Because this world out here, when you leave, is tough. It's tough. So just, do you know what I mean? Enjoy it while you can. Because when you get out here, it changes, man. And yeah, it's alright for a moment, but then reality sets in. And you have to deal with real life issues. And, do you know what I mean? Sometimes they're not nice. And really, when you're at school and at uni, you don't really have worries like you do when do you know what I mean? When you're in the real world, what should I say? So just enjoy it. And when you come out, as I said, whatever you want to do, be determined, be passionate, and have the desire to do it, because that way you'll always succeed.